Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gamer's Ledge, episode 7 of Emancipation of Dragons. When last we left off, our menagerie of strange characters had met in a town called Oakhurst, and they had originally been pulled there upon rumors of a fruit that could heal all ailments or destroy those who ate it. Upon arriving in town, they found that 2 grown children of a noble merchant's family had gone missing after adventuring to a citadel a few miles out of town. The menagerie headed to the citadel, and upon investigating, they found a sunken citadel and descended, finding kobolds who had had their dragons stolen by goblins inside the citadel, living there as well. They tracked down the dragon, but their guide Meepo was killed in the process, and after confronting the hobgoblin leaders, one was thrown down a hole, and the prior leader negotiated for peace. As the group descended into the below, they soon found that the hobgoblin leader had not died, but had holed up an ambush for the adventurers with the goblins from this level. The team went into a few natural fissures and fought a flame snake, wounding several of the party. The group had found a sealed-off room and sought refuge and rest overnight. And that brings us to where we are now. Hello, everyone. Hope you had a good week. Let's go around and have each person say who they're playing and what class they're playing. Sean, let's start with you.
I'm playing Mythilus, a high elf, who's a thief and a wizard at this point.
And Lou? Oh, sorry. There you go.
Lou, and I'm playing Leonardo Carta, a wizard.
And Dan?
I'm Dan, and I'm playing Zetrusu, who is a John T. Mallison monk.
And hello, Matt.
Hey, Matt. I'm playing Quark, an Aarakocran ranger.
Ooh, good job. It's two in a row.
2 in a row, yeah.
JR.
Hey, I'm JR. I'm playing a Asmar bard.
And last but not least for tonight, Eric.
Eric, I'm playing Caleb, a Blind Soul sorcerer.
And as you all reach the end of your long rest inside the House of Hat, or the Hat of House, you hear the blue spark begin to rumble, and out comes Leonardo.
Hey, guys. I'm not going to get used to that sensation. Where are we?
Well, actually, you were mid-climbing, actually, and that's kind of how you end up coming back into the world about 1.5 feet off the ground. No damage or anything, but a little scary because you were climbing and now you're just standing there. Yeah. But yeah, that's where Leo is now.
Does he just like slam on the ground?
He falls like 1.5 feet, lands on his feet, but was obviously not ready for that.
Stumble
Are
in.
you okay?
Yeah. Are we okay? What's going on here?
How much time have you since passed?
Day? I have no idea. No, none whatsoever.
Yeah.
When was the last time we saw this guy?
He was climbing. He had made the check to climb down the hole with you guys, and I think that was it. Wait, was he in that? No. No, it's 2 weeks ago.
2 sessions ago.
Two sessions ago.
We had been in town, I believe.
Yes.
I was in town last.
Yes.
And
that is correct. So you did not fall 1.5 feet to the ground. My bad. Yeah. No, you were in the town, and now you're definitely back in the Citadel, and you don't remember getting here. But no time has passed for you.
Do you feel rested while no time has passed?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Okay. I will leave it to my betters to describe our current situation.
All right, Birdman, that's you.
Well, I doubt that we need to use terminology of that sort, but long story short, we're back in the Citadel. We found the male child Togrin, something of that nature, has expired, and we found his signet ring. Upon further search, we found the hole that had been mentioned earlier, surrounded by hobgoblins. We defeated their leader. Their new leader negotiated a peace with us. We climbed down the hole, found Torgrin's corpse, found that the leader we thought we had killed by throwing down the hole. I say we, it was solely Zek. Zek, with some amazing acrobatic snake foo, managed to throw the leader down the pit. However, apparently was not enough to cause his expiration. So he is holed up in a corner with a lot of other goblins and a bugbear, we believe, hiding back there in a corner. We left them alone, explored the rest of the cave. Were nearly taken out by a fire snake, not the tastiest of snakes. And then we sought refuge here to heal our wounds and take a nice little rest. So we're girding our loins and steeling our wits to take our way back to the goblin leader, whose name I can't find in my list of crap right now, and his pile of goons. I was really hoping our cleric was going to pop out of that little blue ball.
Wow, way to make someone feel not welcome. Jeez.
Oh no, I welcome him as well. I was hoping everyone was going to pop out the little blue ball. Fortunately, none of you were flying during your entry to the ball and did not slam your head into the roof. Still smarts.
No.
I don't think they're going to be hauled up in that small little location anymore. That was several hours ago, and I don't think they were that patient.
Yeah.
You never know.
Did you mention that Meepo died?
No. Poor Meepo. Yes, I forgot.
we
We
killed
found
the dragon.
Meepo's dragon. It was a juvenile white worm. You know how they are. They're a bit temperamental. And it kind of shattered poor Meepo quite literally. So poor Meepo is no longer among us. There was no saving him. He is resting the eternal sleep, gliding on the currents.
On that note, did we recover said dragon?
Said dragon was insistent on its death being handed to it by us.
Ah, okay.
We did make every attempt to placate it. Tossed it some
We
jerky.
did. We fed it several rations of jerky. I even fed it one of my prized roast rats.
I appreciate your efforts and your sacrifice.
And I will, just out of character, remind Matt that he did cook a rat on the corpse of the flame snake, which is how the episode ended up being called Flame Snake Hibachi last week. Appropriately.
I didn't take that down in my notes. But yes. I did there were some rats there, and then there was a flame snake, and it was quite warm, so I roasted myself a rat.
Impressive use of flame snake. Are both of the goblin leaders still alive? Were there two of them, if I recall correctly?
Well, the old leader is now the new leader again.
The old leader is the brutish one, not the mage-like one?
The main
No.
one is the leader again.
Ah,
Of
okay.
the ones
brutish
upstairs,
one.
the ones downstairs are led by the brute.
Quite possibly.
Wait. Just to make sure we're on the same page. The goblin leaders that Leonardo has met,
I've met
were
no
the
leaders.
ones that offered us whatever was on the dais for the dragon.
That was Cobalt.
That was
Kobolds. Okay.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
Cobalt leader.
Because these goblin leaders were not in fact goblins. They're hobgoblins. Correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, well,
Durnn is the goblin leader down here with the goblins.
has there been any talk of our course of action, our plan here?
Well, we
Not
just
die.
woke up.
And if I didn't make it clear, you also have a long rest. You've performed a long rest.
Are we going to try to push forward? What is our casus belli here? What are we trying to accomplish?
We have not yet found the daughter, so we believe she may be down here still yet, which means we may have to fight our way through Durnn and his gang.
And the remind me, not any implication, of course, but the bounty for our efforts, it was not contingent upon their safe return, or was it?
It was not.
No.
Preferred, but not contingent on. We had to bring back something of them. In order for
Helpful DM. It was a certain amount if you brought back their rings. It was more if you brought them back safely.
yes.
How much for just their?
Significantly more.
How much for just their heads?
Yeah, not advisable.
Probably arrested by the town guard.
That's no.
So we have this, and he holds up the pendant. Was it a pendant that he was given?
Sing it.
Well, it's a pendant that he was given from the spellcaster leader. And I think that if we can end Durnn and show that we are in possession of this from their other leader, the other goblins might back down. I do not know if that's the case with the bugbear, but I believe that not everyone has to die in this confrontation, and there will be a confrontation, I'm sure of it. We also have not found the human tree keeper that's down here somewhere that has the fruit. We haven't found them either.
Oh,
and that was the other reason that some of us are down here.
Yes, it was my reason as well, but my understanding was that there was quite a bit of gold in finding the children. Now, where we've gained information that there's a tree keeper that is human and complicit in these actions. Is it the same human that was referenced previously when we had the interrogation?
Yes.
Thank you.
I believe it's a wizard, Harry.
He's a wizard or a druid, I can't remember. Some kind of...
Some sort of magic user. It was not
somebody
specific.
from... Yeah,
I
somebody
know,
from
it's so
your
hard
side
to
of
tell
the
us
street.
apart.
Yeah.
I don't think that pendant's gonna work though. I mean, they all followed Durnn because he was the strongest of them all, and so I don't.
I think they followed Durnn because he scared them. And if we end Durnn, if we end Durn's line and ensure that he can do no harm to them, I think they can be persuaded by something bigger and scarier.
What if the
also,
owl? What if the owl person just throws up bones at them? Like, wouldn't that scare them into not following Durnn? Isn't that what owl people would do?
They weren't afraid of the white dragon.
That is true.
I would turn my head all the way around to imitate an owl if I could, but I can't. So, looking at him very confusedly. Also, we also found out that the source of the bush blights or whatever those little tree monsters we encountered early on is actually from the same plant that the fruit comes from. And also, they seem to have been experimenting with it. We found a corpse that these little immature blights burst from. So that seems to also be part of what's going on here.
Do we have any reason to believe that it's a necromantic practice?
I don't think any of us are well versed in the types of magic to have known.
But I do think somebody did inspect magic on one of them, didn't they? Or detect magic?
Nicholas, I think.
I didn't find any traces of magic.
Oh yes, the human's name is Belek.
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 Oh, there's
Belek
really
is in
only,
Belek is in was the last person that we knew that the daughter and the paladin were sent to, but that has been over a month ago, so we have no knowledge of what their state would currently be.
There's really only one way to go, and that's back where everybody was, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like all this stuff ends down here.
Quite so.
So should we start heading that way?
Once everybody's ready.
Yes.
In other words, everybody check your sheet and make sure you reclaimed all your stuff.
That's right. And then when you're ready, I need a marching order for going up the fissure. So you can do two abreast if you want to.
I'll be
Zach will
second.
Zach will be in the front.
Okay, I'm just going to move you so that I can...
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be... Wait. Easy there, Methuselah. I see you.
What's the marching order? Well, Methuselah left 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. So
Nobody's
I can
heard
sneak
from him.
along
There was a scream, but I don't think it was him.
Quark will cover the rear.
Quark's in the rear. Where do you want to be? In the rear? All right. So that leaves Methuselah and Caleb in the middle. And the torch and the dot. All right. So if we go that way...
They didn't have White Castle. Sorry, red language.
Okay. I have to do it this way so that the stream can see what's happening. Otherwise, it's very strange. All right, so
Team goes marching 2 by 2. Hurrah, hurrah.
I haven't heard that in like 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah, since you were in kindergarten or whatever.
Pretty much. So sec, and then we can do that. And torch so that people without light can see. And this could be Caleb and Methuselah. And then Leo and Quark. Alright. And then I gotta move the stream down and you down. Okay, so once you get to here, the question is, are you going to continue going back up to the northeast, or are you going to go back north to where the hole was and go around that way?
The door north of us, does it open towards us or out?
That opens away from you and into the chamber to the north.
Point of information: are we down at the moment, or are we still? Did we find an alternate route on the first level of the Citadel that we were previously on?
Did someone grab the house hat?
Yeah, I'll grab the house hat.
So we came down the Citadel, landed on the roof, went inside, made our way down through, met the kobolds, went back through the goblins. Back in the corner of the goblins' location was a hole in the ground. Dropped down through the hole in the ground, and so that's where we currently are. Probably 40-foot drop, I think.
80. 80-foot climb.
Drop. Okay.
So we are on the lowest level to our knowledge at this point.
To our knowledge at this point, yeah.
Very good.
And the location we're in right now is a natural fissure that has cracked this level of the Citadel.
Following you.
I think we should follow the fissure back in. If they were prepared for us to come from a direction, they would expect us to be coming from the main room. They wouldn't expect us to be coming from a hole in the wall.
That is very true.
You guys want to sneak up and check and see if they're there?
Yes, please.
Yes.
We don't know how long they've been down here or lived down here. My guess is they probably know this fissure.
You want me to check the north door or just go up the fissure?
I would check the north door first, so that we don't have somebody coming up behind us.
I'm going to be sneaking up this hall, so let me roll
Yes, please.
a stealth.
Oh, that's a good stealth check.
It doesn't get much better.
It is a critical success, so nat 20 on that. That's not bad. Way to start the session. I hope that holds up for y'all.
Yeah, I probably just wasted it. So, listen at the door. Did I hear anything?
You do hear some movement from time to time on the other side of the door, but it only sounds like maybe one entity, not more than.
Yeah, because this is just the base room where we fall in, right? Or the big hole.
Yeah, where you could climb down. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Alright, well then I will go back to the group.
Are you going to peek inside?
Yeah, I'll crack a peek.
Okay.
You want to go inside or?
I'll just move you inside. So that's what you see. And he is looking up. And you can see there is some kind of purple shimmering halfway up the hole.
Is that Durnn? Or is that just a goblin?
That's just a goblin.
Okay. Then I will go back and tell the group.
And what are you telling?
That there is a goblin in the room that we came down, and there's also a shimmering purple light up the hole.
How large of a light?
And was it filling the entire hole, or was it just like a
Yes.
will-o'-the-wisp? Okay. So it's probably pretty bright up top.
Give me Arcana check, Sean.
Absolutely.
Meatless. So you've been studying in the evenings since you kind of feel like you're a little bit behind the ball on that stuff. And you're pretty sure from now that you've had a couple moments to think about it, that was probably a barrier.
Oh, awesome. So now we can't get back up. I'm fairly certain that somebody's erected a magical barrier so that we can't pass through either up or down, I'm assuming.
I mean, we have multiple members that are experts at the arcane arts. You should just be able to shut that down, correctly? And we can climb through.
I've been working on it, precisely this thing, but I am still yet skilled enough to be able to dispel any such magic.
Yeah,
However,
dispelling another wizard's magic is a little more difficult than it sounds.
However, if we can find the source of it, perhaps we can lure them into dispelling it unwittingly. If we can convince them to dispel it, there may be other means as well. The caster shouldn't be impossibly far away from the location either, based on my understanding of magics. Unless we're dealing with a very powerful foe.
It could be that Grindel has also blocked the passage to keep anyone from escaping, either us or any of the other goblins down here, or Bellic.
Right?
That is a real possibility.
Grindel may have sold us down here.
Zach, roll insight.
$21.
It could be that as you kind of reflect on this, since you're kind of the optimistic one of the group, it could be that she sealed it off until she's got proof Durnn is dead, too.
Yeah. I think that it's likely that she didn't want Durnn and whatever goblins he may have gotten back under his sway to form an attack.
Well, there's a goblin in there. You want to take him down, or you want to try and ask him some questions?
It's probably just going to answer, all I know is this room.
or he'll alert the others.
Perhaps we should summon someone to the end of the fissure and just see what's that way before deciding on a course of action.
All right, someone's heading to the end of the fissure.
Is that you? Someone you? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Someone who rolls incredibly well this evening should do that.
You say it and you don't knock on wood.
All right. So you get up to here.
Oh.
Do. All right.
Well, my stealth roll has a +9, so
Wow.
Roll me perception.
just a moment.
So, do you remember how when you were first down here, Mythalos, you noticed that if people were living down here, well, actually it was Caleb that noticed it, but you got to thinking about that, how it was too quiet before?
Mm-hmm. I remember it being too quiet.
It doesn't seem that way now. You hear movement and
Okay,
talking
so
and laughter.
rest. All right, so our long rest made them tired of waiting in the room to surprise us, is basically what we're...
Or hopefully
Think
made them
out of
think
that.
that we had left.
And so I hear multiple voices, right?
Yes.
And people living and or animals living, whatever they are.
All right, let's see what's going.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will come back to the group and inform them that Durnn and his buddies are no longer waiting in a room to surprise us, and that they seem to be going about their daily living. There wasn't like yelling and fighting and stuff. It was just the din of
The din of,
community.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think they're ready for us, or I don't think they think we're coming. So we could probably surprise them, but I have no idea how many are there.
Do we strike now or wait till they're all sleeping?
I say we go grab that goblin that's by himself in the room that we came down in and try to get some information.
Okay. Let's do that.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and sneak back up, I suppose.
Well, if everybody's going that way, then we're going to need stealth from everyone.
All right.
As we begin marching down the hall, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Bless you.
Solid.
Thank you. 14 protect.
Okay. A 1, natural 1. Fantastic. Fantastic. Wizards.
He's casting. Mage Armistice! Armistice!
Kennedy. All right, so let me just roll for him. Okay. Okay. So you all move up the hallway. I'm gonna grab all of you here.
Just let me go in and try to knock him out. Tie him up.
As you...
You gotta move the spark for the stream.
Oh, thank you. Darn spark. And a torch, otherwise people can't see. Come here, Torch. There we go. And then I got to move the stream. And there we go. Okay. So, what's the order? Who's going in first?
We'll go in second.
So, as a question, did we all hear the wizard loudly casting behind us?
No. He tripped and righted himself. Quark instinctively unfolded his wings, and it brushed up against the side of the wall, and there was a bunch of small debris that scattered about. But that was about it.
Okay. So were we trying to keep him alive?
That was the plan.
Okay.
It's more difficult to get information out of a corpse unless somebody can speak to corpses.
Yeah, I would have thought that originally, but we've been kind of gung-ho with killing everything we see. So, I'm just asking.
I can't.
Zach will go first
Okay.
into the room.
You see, as you step in, you see the goblin looking at you. He immediately puts his hands up.
Zach has the pendant, and he's holding it as if it's a holy symbol.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
Then if he's got his hands up, I'm going to move over to kind of block the other exit, just in case he decides to run.
So, yeah, Zach moves up and around because my speed is humongous.
yes.
We have some questions for you.
Okay.
Where's Durnn?
He's holed up in a hallway. That way. Oh, sorry. On the stream. Backwards.
Is he
that way.
pointing here?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He's like, there's some living quarters. Go through them, and then there's a room to the northeast, and it leads into the hallway, and that's where he is. We hate that guy.
How many are with him?
It was all of us, but we got bored, and I snuck away because we were all in there for like hours. He just kept barking at us, and we kept telling him to shut up. Finally, some of us got tired, and we went to sleep, or whatever. I think he's got maybe, I don't know, the bugbear and 4 others. I don't know. It's whoever was in his reach. He's not walking so well since he took a tumble down the hole.
Yes, that was very clumsy of him. I'm going to give you these 5 copper. And I want you to go sit. Do you know the room that has the dragon statue?
No.
That room was blocked off. We unlocked it ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah, we had to push it open, remember?
In fact, it's the
Yeah.
only reason that they couldn't find you.
Yeah.
It's because it's been sealed for 2,000 years.
do you know the room that's been sealed for 2,000 years?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
you really don't explore much, do you?
We had to
Do you know
what
where the?
Durnn told
Did you
us.
ever have to deal with the fire snake?
Fire snake?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be eaten.
Okay,
Oh, well.
Zek is going to take the goblin to... first, does anyone have any other questions?
Of
How
those
many
remaining,
of the... Yeah, I asked how many there were, and he said all of us. How many is all of us?
What? No,
How?
I said there's like the bugbear and 4 others with Durnn, I think.
Now that's all that's with Durnn, but how many of you are there total?
He.
I don't think we're probably gonna have to worry much about the other ones because the goblin here just said that they hate him, right?
Yeah, we all hate that guy. He's a dick.
Yeah,
Hey,
they may
Mark?
hate him, but in his presence, they'll do what he wants.
Mark,
Yeah.
this circle on the floor.
Yeah, circle on the floor. Yes, the circle on the floor, yes.
Yeah, I understand that's a symbol for the hole above it.
Correct.
But is there like vines hanging out around to make a circle?
On this side, you can climb back up.
Okay.
Otherwise, it most of the hole stops about probably 20 feet up.
Oh, okay.
And then there are vines that come down, but they don't reach all the way down. Most of the vines then kind of entangle to the south side. So it's kind of like there's a column to climb up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Look up. Is there actually a barrier? Like, is there like a magical barrier stopping us from exiting?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Just wanted
Okay.
to confirm that. Didn't want to.
If there are no more questions,
Yeah, there's
you know
still
what?
how many were there?
Oh,
How many?
sorry, you were asking me about a hole. Let's see.
An injured Durnn and 4 others is easy enough, but if
6.
the other goblins decide to do what Durnn says and fight us,
There's like, I don't know, there's like 7 of us that can fight, and then there's quite a few of us that are just, down here stomping grapes or,
laborers.
yeah. They're not
do they-
fighters.
do you all understand what this means?
Yeah, it means that our rightful chief is back in power. That's why I gave you the thumbs up, man.
Okay, good. So if I show this to your people, then they will understand what it means.
Yeah?
I understand they may not show a brave face in front of Durnn, but they'll understand not to attack us if they don't have to.
Slow Trog might not understand, but the rest of them should.
Keep an eye out for slow
the
Trog.
goblins have a guy named Slow Trog.
Is Slow Trog the bugbear or the goblin?
No, he's a goblin, but he mashes the grapes.
Oh,
So big feet on that guy.
this, oh, I thought he was mashed him with his head.
No.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I'm gonna. What's your name?
Me?
Yes,
Thor.
Thor. It's a good, strong
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
I'm
Before
going,
you take him though, I'm gonna give him like a piece of jerky just in case we take a while.
Okay. So he has 5 copper and a piece of jerky.
So,
Yeah.
so if I go with you down this corridor, this dark corridor by ourselves, you've given me money and you've given me jerky. Are you going to whack me?
No, if we were gonna whack you, I wouldn't give you the jerky.
We would
What's
have
good is
killed
a jerky for a dead man.
We would have killed you out here, to be honest. They're pretty good at it.
I'm not sure I like this anymore.
No, you're gonna.
I put my hands
taking-
up. It's
I'm
the universal sign of I
I'm trying.
surrender.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
he-
save you for your
Yeah.
reason, and I don't want you getting in the way and accidentally taking an arrow shot.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely don't want to be shot with an arrow.
So I'm going to send you down here, and I want you to listen out for other goblins coming your direction and bring them into the room with you.
Okay.
I'm going to send other goblins your way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if there are no more
After-
questions, yes.
Not Durnn. Don't let Durnn in.
Oh no, yeah, don't let Durnn in. Although
Having listened to all this, can I check insight to see how truthful he's being?
Sure.
yeah, Zek is not a good person to judge truthfulness of character.
Yeah, he seems completely trustworthy.
So you too believe people like me.
No,
Checks out.
he seems to completely be. You believe he is telling the truth from the bottom of his heart.
So Zek is going to bring him down here. I can't move him.
That's fine. I know where you're putting. I'm not going to move it. For
As
the
he
stream.
does that, I'm going to walk over towards the hole. Would I be considered familiar with Grindel?
No, you never even met her
Right.
since that was. Yeah. All right, I've got him in that room now.
Thank you. And I'm going to instruct him to peek out every once in a while and leave the door cracked so he can listen for other goblins.
That's not going to be possible. That door, remember, was completely. You guys had to.
Oh, then leave the door open.
Yeah, it's jammed open at this
leave
point.
the door open.
Yeah.
Just listen for your friends and stay quiet.
Okay.
And please don't break my trust.
Okay, how do I know when it's clear? It must.
We will either come and get you and bring you to safety, or we won't. And if we don't, good luck.
Oh.
Because it will mean that we have perished trying to
Yeah.
save your people.
Ration out that jerky if you can.
It's just one piece,
Well,
and he's eaten half
Zek-
of it already.
Zek is going to point down the way and say, "There's a dead fire lizard down that way."
You killed
You
it?
might- Yes.
I thought
It
you
might
were
be able to-
joking about a fire lizard.
It might be able to feed you as well.
Oh, okay.
And Zek will make his way back to them. You guys heard what he said about where Durnn is, right?
Yep.
It sounds like Durnn is in the same room he was in before, although the goblins wandered off.
Yep.
It's not getting around very well.
So what's the plan?
The plan is, I guess, just to bust in and hopefully not die.
Well, they seem to be very respectful of the symbol, so I would say, Zek, if you're still willing, if you would lead the way, presenting the symbol and giving instructions to those that are willing to listen, hopefully we can get to Durnn with minor incident.
How hard do you think it would be to? Well, I guess we can run them back. If we find a group, we can run them back to that room, right?
Yeah.
So Zek will open the door quietly and move into the room.
Okay. I guess I didn't, did I? Hold on one second. I will remove the lighting effects so you can actually see into that room from here. Hold on. Oh. I think you just can't because the light source isn't there.
See in that room.
Yeah, I know, but the stream can't, and anybody who doesn't have dark vision can't. So let me fix that.
It doesn't look like my dark vision. It just looks like light.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a normal light to me.
Right, but again, you guys, yeah. Now I can see it on the stream. Let's see. Go, and there we go. So Zek, as you come in, you can hear people to the north. You can hear people to the south. Whereas these rooms were empty before, they are no longer empty.
Is this door at the end of the hallway closed?
No, none of them are closed. They're all still ajar, just like you see here.
Okay. Zek is going to take a chance. He's going to move
South rooms, right?
here, and he's going to say, "I am an emissary of Grendel. I carry her mark. I am here to take you to safety and away from Durnn."
How loudly do you say that?
About as loud as I just said it.
Okay.
Loud enough that I think it would carry into these rooms, but not much further.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
Oh, God. The one reason you probably shouldn't have had me doing this.
Yeah, I should have done it, but I'm lazy today.
11.
Okay. You start seeing faces poke out from the doors, and murmuring, and after a time, people...
I'm brandishing the...
Yeah, people start coming out of the various rooms. The two from the south leave purple footprints as they come north.
Hey.
I need
As
to
they
move the torch
start
in here.
coming out, I'll start going in the room just in case to help.
I bring word from Grendel. While she understands that Durnn can be intimidating, she wants you kept safe. I carry this symbol from her to show that I am here to lead you to a safe place while we take care of Durnn. Your rightful chieftain wants to make sure you're safe.
And she sent you?
She sent all of us, myself and my compatriots. I know that Durnn and his dummies can look very strong and angry. We're here to make sure that stops.
The other goblin told us you guys think he's a dick. And come on,
Thor.
he's a dick.
Thor, we just talked to Thor.
Where is Thor?
He's in a safe room.
He's in the room. We are hoping to take all of you to a safe place.
All right, so since JR was helping, make me one more persuasion check with advantage, and I will remind you before I tell you whether it's a success or failure, you have
A card.
a card.
Double 18s with a +1.
Okay. They talk amongst themselves for a moment, and the three, you can kind of see what what Thor was talking about. The three goblins that are around you would be considered fighting goblins, while the other ones are more of just like laborers or things of that nature. They confer amongst themselves, and they eventually nod and say, "We will go with you."
Okay, and Zek will nod to Mythilus and Tali and say, "Please tell the others." And then we'll all start marching out of the room.
Just for time's sake, I'm just going to move them down.
Yep.
Now, I want to peek into what exactly is this hallway, if it was being described to us? Like, is it a dining room area?
So, no, this actually is... one second.
He actually has a description. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on one second.
As you're pulling that up, Mark.
Yeah.
As Itali did, I'm gonna leave him with a bag of jerky.
Okay. I'm just going to put them in this room because I'm not going to march them all the way down there.
You're fine.
Yeah. So the short answer is basically this hallway has 2 rows of dragon-carved marble columns that march the length of the hall, most completely covered in luminescent fungus. The cobbled floor is cracked, stained, and on it sit many wooden tables. The contents of the tables include mortars and pestles, small tools, bowls filled with crushed leaves, chopped fungus stalks, and other plant specimens. And then the many doors leading off this are cracked partially open.
While they march off, I'm presuming that Zach was able to move in a little ways into the room. I'm going to go next to the nearest table, and I'm going to huddle up and cast Minor Illusion to put like a box over myself in case there's any type of movement that I see that comes through this as they're marched away.
Okay. That's back in the other room?
No, about here. Because theoretically everybody was moving back and out to escort these.
I will move you over to there.
Solid sneakiest.
So about right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you chant Inasku and a box appears over you. Perfect. Yeah. Zek, it takes you like 10 minutes. They are relieved to actually find Thor alive in that room. They say, I've never seen this room before. Didn't even know this was down here.
Which is why I'm hoping you'll be safe here.
One of them offers that although he has had some time to heal up, Durn's leg was not good after that fall. He fell on it, so it might be broken. He's in a chair.
Which leg? Do you remember?
Right leg.
Okay. Thank you.
Better.
But do you know the names of the other goblins or the bugbear? And does the bugbear follow Durnn implicitly, or is he like you guys?
What? None of us really like Durnn, but he wouldn't let the bugbear out of his grasp. Bugbear's name is Quiet. He's really more of a gardener type.
Does he garden the tree?
No, none of us are allowed near the tree.
What can you
Wait.
tell me of the tree's tender?
The tree's what?
The person who tends to the tree.
Oh, Belek?
Yes.
Yeah, weird dude. I don't really like him, but Durnn likes him, and so we have to do what Durnn says and what Belak says. That's why I'm pretty happy to see you down here with our old leader's symbol. You didn't kill her, did you?
No, we didn't.
No.
We made a deal with her, actually.
That makes sense since there's a barrier up there.
Yeah. So, has she been known to do this in the past?
No, because I mean, the best way I can say it is, Belak gives us the fruit, and then we go sell the fruit, and it's good for the Goblin tribe. Makes us a lot of money. But she doesn't really like Belak, and she kind of wants him out.
Can you tell me anything about the tree or the fruit?
No. Other than,
Nope.
the red one heals, the white one, not so much.
Okay.
And it's almost spring, so the red one's coming of blossom now, and then the white one will be in the fall.
Does the tree only grant one fruit?
No, but it's still early, so I don't know that there's any bloomed yet.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Please stay safe, and as I mentioned, the doors stay here. If you hear, we'll come back to help take you to safety, and if we don't, it means that we've died. So good luck. But we're going to do everything we can.
They thank you, and
Zek will leave and come back. When he meets up with everybody back in this hallway, he'll share the information he just learned about the trees and about the bugbear. If possible, I'd like to try to get to the bugbear. If we can take Durnn out, I really think, as long as we haven't damaged the bugbear too much, I think we can calm it down, especially if it's more of a person who grows and gardens. I hope.
so yeah, you make your way back and report in, and what's the plan?
Have I seen any movement in here since we convinced those first goblins?
Nope.
I'm going to stay in my box.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and sneak about and see if I can find out where Durnn is or was. I thought he was up here.
No, that looks to be sleeping quarters to the north.
So the very last door on the left goes up and into like another room that has another door.
Alright, I'm attempting to sneak over to here.
Okay, roll stealth for me. Yeah, you think you're pretty sneaky. Make me a perception check. Zach, make me a perception check as well.
4.
Great.
Can't use anything.
Quark, what are you doing?
I was just positioning myself here, just kind of watching.
Okay.
Hey, Nicholas,
Yep.
come here real quick. And I'm sure that we're both being very, very stealthy.
You actually did not roll a stealth check for me then.
I wasn't being very stealthy.
Okay.
Oh well, maybe I was. 18.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have feet. Do you think we should have two groups? One coming through this door and one coming through the crevice?
Does the crevice lead to somewhere else? I think
Oh,
it
no,
only
never
comes
mind.
up-
I messed up on where the crevice is down here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's down on this. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Never mind.
There's really only one entrance into.
Yep.
Well,
I
as
w-
far as we know.
I was picturing in my head the crevice going to the next small alcove, and it doesn't. You're right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. Well, I will listen at the door, see if I hear Durnn and being a jerk.
You do hear sounds from somewhere on the other side of the door, but it's a little hard to make out from here. You do see movement from the light that comes from under the doors, because remember these had a small gap at the bottom.
Yes.
But you do see some shifting light, shifting movement.
Oh, can I lay my head on the ground and try to look under the door?
Yes, you can definitely try. Make another perception check, but it's going to be pretty tough because
Yeah.
you can just make the light coming out and the movement of light, and that's about it.
All right. Well, I will head back and I'll say there's something or some things behind the door. Other than that, I don't think there's anybody else in here other than behind that door.
So we should line up to rush the door. There's this door, and then 10 feet after this door is another door.
Well, are we going to try to persuade the goblins and bugbear to leave peaceably before engaging in fisticuffs?
I would
try.
like to.
Almost
I would like to.
100%.
Should Atali lead the effort then?
I'll do it.
Zek will hand over the medallion.
All right. And let's see.
Point of
Am I
order.
going?
For 5e, can you declare any damage as non-lethal?
Yes,
So, like, I can fireball
Yes.
into the middle of this and say that I'm not actually killing anyone.
yes.
So depending on how you work that, though, Mark, because last time I had done that, it was the last damage that actually kills them.
Well,
If
right,
that's
but that's because the other person didn't do non-lethal. You did a bunch of non-lethal, and then they went in and killed them after the fact. They didn't. It wasn't because
It's the last hit that counts.
it's last hit that counts.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Got it.
All right. So am I going through this door?
And are you still staying back there in the box?
No, I've solid staked my way up to, like, be with everybody as much as possible.
Okay. Where would you like to be?
It's this door up here.
So I'm planning on going in with the
Just
tall.
in the corner.
All right.
Like up here?
Oh, no, I meant, like, in the room so that when it opens, I can
Like
kind of
right
see.
there.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it is this door, then a 10-foot gap, then another door. So if you're gonna see through it, you're gonna have to be where the torch is.
Okay.
That's for
I'm gonna,
that's for any ranged people. If you want to see through the door, you're gonna have to be up here.
Everybody sees a box, just move up 5 feet.
And I let him know that there's something in that room behind the door. It's not just.
I'm gonna go ahead and
it's
try
just an empty
to
room.
Oh, you
take a
hear-
look under the door. Let's see. Give this a try. Wow, I am bad at this too.
Yeah, you get your head down there and try and like peer through, and it's just darkness on the other side, but you can see movement, light, like there's something moving through light further away.
Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, I guess at this point we're just gonna give this a shot and go in
Okay.
and hope for the best.
You move in.
All right. Nobody's here, so
Stand by. Let me turn off that dynamic lighting so people can see in. There we go.
Because that door is still open.
That door is still open now.
all right. Quickly gonna go ahead and take a look for traps, see if anything. That's investigation, right?
Investigation or perception.
Let's go with perception. Hey, that's better.
You do not sense any traps on the door.
Okay. Let's go on to the next door.
I'll move up.
You move up. Where would you like to move up to?
Next to Quark, or even into the room at this point.
Okay. Okay, you guys can't stack up quite like that.
So when Itali's breaching, I'm breaching with him.
Got it. All right, so Tali's out first. All right, so first thing I'm going to have everybody do is roll initiative.
All right, click on my character.
Is it a 1?
20.
Oh, okay, 20. Yay.
21.
21. Got it. Grouping it. Let me grab you.
At least we got almost last, Itali.
Yeah, almost.
It was me. I clicked on my character.
All right, so
There it is. Never mind.
Leo, you actually are first.
With Methalus.
What's your dex, Methalus?
20.
What's yours? Not 20?
Not 20.
Okay. I don't know why it stacked you that way, but all right. So you are up first, Methalus.
I'm basically gonna hide behind the door here and just save my action till the end of the turn in case this goes south.
Okay. Leo.
Are we on a surprise turn? Can I see into the next room that's been breached?
Yeah.
I can't see what's on the map.
Oh. That would be... Thanks for letting me know. Ah! Helpful, yes, but there was a problem there. That's actually a bad place for him. I'm going to put him on Methalus. Stand by.
I didn't know where you wanted.
Yeah, no, stand by. I got to remove the... There we go. The dynamic lighting here. Okay. So, yes, that is pretty much what you can see there. Nope, don't move that.
Don't move that.
Don't move that.
I just didn't want. Okay.
I know. The problem
is
is that it changes the stream's view. Okay. All right, so I would say that is what you can see from there.
I am going to pull out my diamond and whirl it up and throw a chromatic orb just squared straight onto Durnn.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it in acid damage, I think.
Okay.
Chromatic orb needs to roll to hit, right?
Yes.
17.
That actually misses.
Shit.
So it goes into the wall behind him, giant spout of acid that starts burning. Durn's eyes go big. And then that brings us to...
Does the debris hit him?
Does the debris hit him? No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It eats into the wall.
We tried.
It is about this point that you notice that the goblin in the middle has very large purple feet. And Durnn yells, "Slowtrog, get him!" And Slowtrog says, "Okay." And he moves up and attempts to swing at Zek. Maybe. He swings with the scimitar. 9 does not hit, correct?
9 does not hit.
So you twist out of the way, no problem. Quiet. Oh, I need to see something on Quiet. Okay, I'll just do it this way. Quiet doesn't move, much to Durn's chagrin. He does have a hoe at the ready, kind of in 2 hands, and he's just like, seems to be waiting for something. Caleb.
You're on mute.
You're on mute, Caleb.
Can I see Durnn?
You can see Durnn.
Fantastic. I am going to Witch Bolt Durnn.
Well, that definitely hits. For 10 lightning damage. Caleb extends his hands and lightning flies across past Slowtrog and slams into Durnn, who slams his chair into the wall and is now smoking. Are you going to move as well, Caleb, or any other actions?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. Quark.
Quark is going to shout out. Oh, now I can't see him anymore.
You can see him. You can see
I
him.
can see
From
him. Okay. Shout out, "Stand down, villain!" and attempt to shoot him in his good knee. Him being.
He used to be a hobgoblin leader till he took an arrow to the knee.
Exactly. So let's see if we can make this work here. I think that might work.
I'm pretty sure that hits. The arrow sinks into his knee, and you hear him shout out, "Ah! I don't like you people!"
Does Quark have a +2 bow?
That
Yep.
hunter's mark.
That's
Oh,
my archery style.
Oh, right, archery style. Okay. Yeah, he hasn't put on hunter's mark yet.
Got it.
All right, are you moving or staying put, or... You're on mute if you're talking.
Yeah, I was talking to myself mostly. I guess I can do this, and
You can, yes. And that's it?
Yep.
Okay. Itali?
All right, I'm going to try to persuade these 3. I'm going to hold up the mark,
Okay.
and I'm going to let them know, like, we're not after you guys. We're just trying to get Durnn. Like, I know you guys think he's a dick. Thor told us. Will that work?
Well, roll intimidation. I'm sorry, roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Every time for the last 3 games he's wanted to do intimidation, so it's on my brain. Wow, that. Well, yes. They all look at Quiet, and Quiet like makes a little motion like that, but so that Durnn can't see. And Slowtrog says, "Okay."
All right. So from here, so it does seem like they're standing down, right?
You'll have to wait and see what they do on their turns, but yeah, it seems like your message got across.
Okay. In that case, I will just end my turn there just to see what they're doing.
Quiet takes his held action at this point and moves towards you, Itali, and like completely lackadaisically swings his hoe at you. Like, I'm not even going to have him roll to hit. It hits your arm and bounces off. No damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just say that.
Faking
Like,
he's
ow.
still attacking for Durnn.
And then Chud moves up as well, and Quark he does the same thing. He takes the scimitar and then swings at you, but not quickly, and you can see he turns the flat of the blade to hit you in the leg, and said, "Take that."
I'll play act along with it. Oh, my leg!
Durnn narrows his eyes slightly. He says, "What are you guys doing?" Zek, it's your turn.
Zek is going. Yeah, I'm not on mute. Zek is going to 1, 2. So that's 2 attacks of opportunity if they want them.
They don't take them.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Where is
And-
he? I don't even see him in the room.
Yeah, Zek's right next to him.
He's above
See
me.
him. I don't. Okay.
The torch is
Oh, wow.
covering him up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I wasn't even seeing him, but now I can.
And Zek is going to spear, and then elbow, and then headbutt for flurry of blows. So first the spear. He's sitting on a chair.
He is sitting on a chair at the moment with his right leg looks twisted in a very bad way and an arrow sticking out of his left knee.
Okay, I'm gonna change what I'm saying because would he be considered prone?
He is not prone. And
Well, but he's under the same restrictions as prone, right?
not necessarily. He is not prone. Let's put it that way.
Oh. Okay. So he is not easier to hit, being that he's wounded and sitting in a chair.
Not yet.
Zek's first attack is going to be against the chair.
Okay. Fair.
20 to hit the chair.
You hit the chair. Roll damage.
11 points of damage to the chair.
Okay. The chair breaks and now he
Is
is
he prone now?
He is prone now, yes.
Oh, what was the chair's AC?
Chair's AC is like 5.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't move, really.
Okay.
It's more about breaking it. You need like 8 points to break it.
21 to hit.
That hits.
This is non-lethal.
Okay.
8 points for the first hit.
Okay.
And a 15. Is a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Oh, wow.
A 17 didn't hit.
Okay.
Now you rolled that with advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay. Durnn spends half his movement to stand up. Come here, Durnn. There, now he's standing. And he will... He's not moving quickly, but he does stand up, wincing as he does so. He will swing at you with his longsword. Oh, why did that not work? There we go. It's a 23 hit.
23 hits.
So he manages to lash out with you, but you kind of see it coming and you back up. It's just 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Well, then I'll go ahead and shoot Durnn with an arrow, since I saved my... I thought we were trying to convince everybody. Apparently convincing Durnn is not going to work. Go
Well,
ahead.
Zek did use non-lethal, so if you wanted to stay on that trend.
I don't care about killing him.
Okay.
Becca's a very nice guy. I don't care about killing this piece of crap goblin.
26 will hit. Okay.
7, hold on. I also get because he's within. So 12 points total.
Okay. You shoot him with the short bow. It goes into the side of his neck, and you hear him go, "Arr!" And blood is pouring out of the wound, but he does not go down. But he does not look very good. And Mithalos, it is your turn again.
Bang, bang, one more time. Nope.
Yep, it flies clear that time. He staggers backwards just right out of the line of sight. Leo.
I am just going to roll up a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Well, are you doing non-lethal?
I am.
Okay. So then describe to me what happens as you don't need to roll damage. As the firebolt connects with him.
I'm going to have it hit him in the side of the head, and the force from it is going to actually knock him further into the pillar than, like, into the wall, and actually hit his head on the wall rather than engulfing his entire head.
And he slumps to the ground unmoving. The bugbear looks back at Durnn, says, "Oh no."
All right.
You're quiet, I take it.
That's me.
I'm glad that you came to see things our way. Can you give us a little bit of an update about what it's looking like down here now that Durn's taken care of?
Well, I mean, Durn's normally not down here, so usually I'm left to work in peace.
Do you work on the tree?
No. I take care of the mushrooms. You can sell them for a lot of money.
Back in the other hall.
No, down here. And as you start to look around this room for the first time, you kind of see that it's got nodules of luminescent fungus that hang from the ceilings and the walls and grow in clumps on the floor as well. The light kind of illuminates portions of grand bas-relief carvings on the stone walls that aren't covered with the fungus. And the carvings depict dragons in various stages of raining down fire upon terrified people. Soil and compost cover half the chamber's floor, which there's a bunch of feeble plants growing in it, and a bench containing simple gardening implements stands along the west wall. He's like, "Nope, I work in here."
Do you know where? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask, like, do you know anything about the tree?
I don't work on the tree. No. It gives me
Do you know who does work on the tree?
Bellic.
Do you know where it is?
It's, it's north of here. Well, kind of, how do I explain that? So, I don't go there very often because, like I said, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. But if you go north here, then you can kind of go southwest, and then there'll eventually be some stairs, and it'll take you down under where you were and back up, and then that leads into the area with the grove.
Between here and the grove, are there many more goblins?
He thinks about it for a minute. No, few skeletons, but no more goblins that I can think of. Unless, no, I don't think so.
Is there anything that protects you from the skeleton? Code passwords or
I think they work for Bellic, and as long as we're good with Bellic, they don't bother us. Because I have to go in there and tend to the garden all the time, and they don't bother me, but... Actually, let me think about that for a minute. He actually, like, you can see a pretty deep look of thought on his face. Brain intelligence. He says, I think the skeletons actually are controlled by the twig blights.
huh?
Because I think Bellic controls the twig blights, and then I think the skeletons are controlled by the blights themselves.
Are there a lot of twig blights between here and the garden?
Between here and the garden, no, but there's a bunch. I mean, some.
In the grove?
Yeah, some in the grove and some on the way.
What else is in this room? I was told there were 4 goblins. I see only 2.
Well, I'm a goblin.
Are you though?
A bigger, stronger kind, but I'm a goblin too.
Is there? Well, are we missing one?
Durnn.
I think Durnn counts as one.
Okay.
Well, if we have no more questions for him, maybe we should take him to Thor and the others. That way they
Thanks.
can regroup.
I think so too.
Oh, Thor's alive?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thor,
everybody's alive.
Thor and a large number of your fellow gardeners.
Well, that's good.
By the way, Quiet, do you mind if we're going to escort you back to safety? Can I grab some of these mushrooms to study?
Sure.
Appreciate that.
You can sell them for a pretty penny up above.
Yeah, I was only going to study one of them. I was going to sell the rest of them.
I'm going to study them too.
I'm gathering up mushrooms like I did in the first room. Can I cast Detect Magic ritual? Detect Magic while they're doing all this jibber jab and talking, asking about everything else?
Sure.
Thank you. Just to make sure there's nothing in the room worth.
The Quiet actually looks to Itali and said, thanks for letting us know who you were with. And he hands you a potion of healing from his pocket.
Okay. Well, I just didn't want to hurt you guys since you guys seemed like you weren't really liking Durnn and he was just making you do stuff that you didn't really want to do.
No, that guy's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Was.
But thank you for the potion.
So what are you guys going to do with Bellic?
Well,
what are you guys going to do with Durnn?
Yeah, I'm thinking that we tie him up and bring all of you back to the hole so that you can go back up to your chieftain and you guys can deal with him because it seems right that you should deal with somebody who treated you so poorly.
That seems like a fair idea.
Do you know anything about the humans that were brought down to Bellic? There was a female and a male brought down about a month ago.
I saw him come through about a month ago, but I haven't seen him since. Like I said, I don't go over to the Grove much. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Why exactly does it give you the heebie-jeebies? Are there like heads there or something just rolling around?
You'll understand when you see the tree.
Okay.
This is Halloween.
All right.
That's the gist I'm getting from the description so far. Okay, so I'm going to. You said there were implements, tools on the table?
Yeah.
What kind?
Just like traditional farming equipment,
So is there
hose,
like a-
trowels.
Okay, so there's a trowel. So I'll
Water
bring
pots.
a trowel. I'll bring a trowel back, and I'll test its weight as like a club,
Okay.
and I'll hand it to Quiet, and I'll say, if he wakes up, just do what I'm sure you can, and I hand him the club, like indicating he should club him over the head or whatever, stab him with the trowel, whatever he wants.
So he holds the trowel in one hand, and then he closes his fist in the other, and it's like a foot taller than the trowel. He's like, I think I can manage. Thank you, though. And he hands the trowel back.
I wasn't sure what you were comfortable with. Some people don't like using their hands, and Zach will do this. Click, 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 click.
That's
Um,
kind of scary, too.
I am not so good with the tying up of people. Does anyone else have more experience with that?
I should be able to secure him.
Give me a survival check.
Bam!
You
Nice.
tie him up pretty tight.
And then I will Italy. Well, if you guys want to work with them to try to contact Grendel and yell
Okay.
through the barrier, I'll go and get the others.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do that. Should we drag Durn's body to the?
I think Quiet can probably handle it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Quiet.
quiet.
Quiet picks him up and puts him over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes. I mean, a big sack of potatoes. Like, he's almost Quiet size, but he still manages to do it.
I think I missed it. Did Methelus catch anything during the detect magic?
Nope, I hadn't addressed that. But Methelus, as you finish up your ritual, nothing magical at all in here.
Not even the mushrooms.
Not even the mushrooms.
Okay. So we all going back to the
Yeah, going back to the main room.
Hey,
Well-
Nicholas,
deliver Durnn to the.
Yeah, we can not have to move the map to do this, but we can kind of talk it out. So,
Nicholas,
Yes.
if you remember when we were as the three of them and Atali go out start heading towards the main room, Zek will hold Mythos back for a second and say, if you remember, the last bugbear actually had some items that we will be able to use a little bit more efficiently. There may be something here that's not magical that you might be able to find.
Oh, I'm definitely searching. Before Durnn gets led away, can we check Durnn for anything of value?
so Durnn is wearing Talgren's armor, if you remember. You
Oh,
had kind of sussed that out. But it's not great armor anymore. It's got several large dents, because apparently it was on him when he got thrown down the hole.
what?
But yeah,
Clumsy.
so no, twice actually this armor's been thrown down the hole is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, when Talgren got thrown down.
When Talgren got thrown down, and then when Durnn got thrown down. So it's not in great condition, but if you want to take it, that's up to you.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily do so. There's nothing special about it. It's generic, probably chainmail, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Works for me. Chainmail still costs money.
Yep. And other than that, he doesn't have anything of value. Actually, I'm going to double check that. I need to move myself. Hold on. Survey says I'm sorry, it is splint armor.
Dun, dun, dun.
He has a long sword and a long bow, and that's all that's on him. The rest of his stuff was in the chest that you guys already looted.
Well, he no longer has that stuff on him either.
Right.
Oh no. Oh no.
So we're gonna talk through taking Durnn back to the hole.
Yeah. So, who is going with? So it's Itali and Quiet and Durnn and Chud and Slow Trog. Mythalos and Zek stayed back. So Quark, Caleb, and Leo are going to get the other group.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep grabbing as many mushrooms as I can.
Okay. So then is it Quark and Caleb going to get the other group?
Quark will.
Was that an affirmative, Caleb? I think you're on mute. Yeah. Okay. So you two find all of them there and lead them to the hole. Itali and all the rest with Durnn meet you guys at the hole. And as soon as Durnn, incapacitated, comes into view, the purple barrier goes down, and all of the goblins, including Quiet, start to go up the hole.
Okay.
And then eventually one of the goblins comes back down and says, "Our mistress wants to thank you. She just needed to be sure Durnn was taken care of. There will not be a barrier on the way back now."
I can understand that. All right. Well, let's wait. Is everybody else back?
Yeah, everybody else, that goblin leaves to go up the hole, and all the goblins are gone now.
Okay.
And they took Durnn with.
They took Durnn, Quiet took Durnn with as he climbed up.
Is there anything of use in this giant room? I mean, other than some good selling mushrooms.
Not really, no.
Okay.
How much are these mushrooms worth?
That's a good question.
And how many could I pick up?
How many could you pick up? I mean, are you stuffing as much as you can into your pockets?
Like I am like Mushroom Man.
Then we'll say that you got roughly, let's say 50 of them.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll just get 25.
And I'm actually changing your token. You are now emitting light from all of the mushrooms in your pockets.
That's fantastic.
50 mushrooms luminescent.
Yes. 50 luminescent mushrooms. Token emits low light.
Do you think they're edible?
5 feet. So you now emanate 5 foot of light.
Can I roll a nature check to see if I can answer Zach?
Sure.
I don't see any other food down here, and the goblins have to be eating something.
24.
24. These are not, I mean, you could eat them, but they're not going to taste great, and
With that kind of a roll,
Yeah.
it was a nat 20. Do I get any more insight as to what makes these remotely valuable other than they have low light?
it's actually that they're light sources. I mean, a lot of people don't have light sources, so yeah, it's a low light source, but you could probably sell it. How much for is going to be determined. Like if you take it in the middle of a city, I don't think anybody's going to buy them. But you know, if you're trying to sell them to somebody on the dark road in the middle of the night, you're probably going to get a pretty penny for them if they have a pretty penny to spend. So, I mean, you've never seen anybody selling them with that you can think of, but there might be applications to them. You might be able to extract some essence and create something with them. There's all kinds of possibilities.
I wonder how long they continue to emit light after they've been picked.
That's a great question.
If they emit light once they're dried, or if they're edible.
If they're edible, do they emit light
Afterwards?
throughout the process?
Maybe. But yeah, they are edible, but like you wouldn't recommend it, is the short answer.
I relay that.
If you eat these mushrooms, do they come out also glowing or no?
That was That was Daniel. What Daniel was kind of.
No.
Oh.
Actually, I wasn't. I'm legitimately wondering if the goblins have been eating these because I haven't seen any food at all, and there's a lot of goblins down here. The purple that has been on their feet does it match this fungus?
No, the purple that was on the feet was wine,
Okay.
grapes.
I didn't know if they had mixed the grapes with this to
No.
make some kind of hybrid.
Mm-mm.
Glow wine, or glue wine, if you will.
You could probably try it, but no, they have not yet.
All right.
All right.
Does everybody get back to this room?
Everybody gets back.
All right. Can I
Okay.
check this east door?
You're going to check that east door?
That's east, right?
Yep.
Are we on cordial relations with Grindel? Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Yes, we're on cordial relations.
Thank you.
Other than the fact that I stuck a dagger in her guts.
She was willing to overlook that as long as you didn't finish it. So, exactly what are you doing over here?
Me?
Yeah.
Checking the door. See if there's any sound behind it. My normal perception, crack and peek kind of.
Okay.
I don't like just leaving random doors where we're at in case we get attacked, you know?
Okay.
So I'm just kind of investigating the door.
So roll me an investigation check.
I'm getting to it. 1 moment.
Give me
I
one
don't think
second.
there's traps.
Give me 1 second. Okay. You hear some kind of rustling on the other side, but it sounds somewhat far away.
Like it could be a big room.
Possibly.
All right. Well, give it a crack and peek.
Roll me a stealth check.
Stealthily.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. As you look in... Oh, hold on 1 second. I need to move stuff so people can see. Doot. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So, what you see is this.
So we got another dirt floor room with a goblin.
Yeah, and he looks like he's hoeing, tending to the stuff over here on the far right. Let me see if there's anything else that really... Yeah, there is actually something else that catches your eye. It's really humid in here, and the air reeks with rot. Also, you notice that towards the southern side of the chamber, there are holes like you were seeing down the fissure before. Similar kinds of holes to where you encountered the eventual
fire snake?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and step right back out.
Yeah, you didn't actually go in. I just, since you
Okay.
peeked in, that's what you saw.
Okay, cool. Well, I definitely want nothing to do with another fire snake. As everybody gets back, I will let them know that there's another goblin gardener in there. He was gardening mushrooms or what?
Yeah, mushrooms and the glowing fungus.
Gardening mushrooms and fungus, but it was extremely humid, and there's more vent holes like where we found the fire snake. So we could go in there and tell the goblin gardener he's free to go or whatever, or just go ahead and leave that room to itself. There didn't seem to be any other exits.
Yeah, let's tell him that where the rest of them went. Do you still have, Charlie, do you still have that pendant?
No, I threw it out. No,
Really?
of course I do. No, of course I have it. I have it. I have it.
Everybody's like, seriously?
Zek will raise his hand as if like throw it here,
Okay, I'll throw it.
and then I'll toss it over to Missilis.
I left the room. I let you guys know what's going on in the
Oh,
room. I just looked in the door.
Zek will actually step into the humid, disgusting, foul gardening room.
I'll go just in case he needs help.
We have we're here as emissaries of Grendel. We've taken care of Durnn. The rightful chief is in power. And I'll show the pendant.
Make a persuasion check, because this goblin is very confused.
12.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I should not stay here?
For now, why don't you go back up topside and be safe while we're taking care of the rest of the things down here.
Clyde's up there too.
Oh,
Thor's up there.
Okay. Well, stay away from the south side of this room,
Why?
Yeah.
What's over there?
unless you want to be like charred alive by a fire snake.
Oh,
And he trots off.
all right.
It's like Cork's at the southern door. Is that Cork?
Yep. Quark's at the southern door. Quark, what are you doing here? Yeah. You hear some movement. It sounds like it's another big room, but you do hear 2 or 3 people maybe moving around inside. Nobody's talking, and you're on mute.
Does it seem goblin-y or skeleton-y?
From the other side of a closed door with a natural 20, probably goblin-y.
Okay. I'll go ahead and is Atali still here? Or wait a minute, who has the totem now? Is it Zek? It's Zek. Are they in
Zek
this
has
room?
it.
Or
They are in that room to the north.
they're still in the other room. All right.
No, they're in this room. They're just north of you.
Okay.
Did you need something?
Hey guys, I think we have. Oh, sorry, forgot my accent. Guys, I believe we have some more goblins down here. If you would be so kind as to express the imminence of their freedom and their choice to move on or do whatever they wish.
That sounds great. And Zek will hand him the pendant.
Oh, goody. All right. Quark will open the door and head on in.
Well, if you're going to open the door and head on in, then there you go. And let me put that there.
And those are bugbears?
Those are commoners.
Oh, commoners. Okay. Hello, my good goblin friends, I say, lifting the emblem high. Your true leader, Grendel, has sent us to relieve you of the burdens of Durn's rule and requests your presence in her chambers so that you may do what you see fit with Durnn and then return peacefully to your labors whilst we remove the foulness that is Belog from your presence.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh, I was hoping I was acting well enough because that's really not a good roll for me. Yeah.
They look at you and they point to the thing like, did you kill Grendel?
No. She gave this to my compatriots and I so that you would recognize that we are here as her emissaries, as her agents, to relieve you of Durnn.
So
Quiet and Thor and the slow one, they're all upstairs already.
Yes,
Matt,
yes.
roll again with advantage. It's not great, like, but you can tell that they like kind of look at each other and shrug, says, "All right, man, just don't shoot us in the back as we go by, all right?"
I wouldn't dream of it.
I would.
Yeah, they head out of the room. You can see and hear. It's kind of the exact same thing as the other room that they went in. It's humid. The air reeks with rot. There's small polyps, puffballs, lichen, caps of toadstools and mushrooms, and then the nodules of glowing fungus kind of dot the stone walls and the ceiling. But that's about it.
And there's no doorways or anything to
No.
look like. Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
the Leo, do you want more of these mushrooms?
I'm going to walk in and I'm going to say, I got an idea for this. And I'm going to cast Mage Hand. And then I'm just going to have the Mage Hand just holding as many mushrooms as I can legally permissible put into a Mage Hand.
Do you remember the weight limit on Mage
I think it's
Hand?
10 pounds.
I think it's 10 pound too. Okay.
Yeah.
It is.
So
Yep.
if I can get that hand to hold 10 pounds worth of these mushrooms.
Pounds of mushroom.
There's a wheelbarrow right there.
Yeah, you're gonna.
There is a wheelbarrow there.
I'm just gonna have like the hand just like crush it, and when it crushes it, does it extinguish the light or does the material keep glowing?
Asking the hard question.
Things I had not prepared for. Let's see. So I'm rolling percentile. 50 and above, it stays lit. 49 and below, it goes out.
Okay.
It stays lit.
Okay. I'm making like what seems to be like just an irradiating ball of like uranium inside of the mage hand, and it's just going to carry that.
In fact,
that
not only does it stay lit, but the juice is lit as well. So there is a glowing pool steadily collecting on the ground as well.
Fantastic.
Ooh, I've got a couple vials.
I'm going to pour out I have 3 oil flasks, and I'm going to pour out the oil and start filling them with.
No. Keep the oil if we can keep the oil. we have other flasks, and I have a tankard here.
He also has a really, really fancy vial with some unknown clear liquid in it.
Oh wait,
No,
I also
that's-
have a
that's me.
I have a vial that's empty from the fate potion.
That is true.
We may need the oil to burn a tree later.
Okay, but I really want this juice. I need to study
here.
this.
Here, and I don't think I had the vial of clear liquid, did I?
Yeah,
I
you
do.
had. Oh,
No, I do.
oh, Mythalos has it. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we still have the vial of fire breathing?
You do. I think.
I barfed it back into the vial, remember, because
That's right.
there was not a
right.
hobgoblin where I thought there was a hobgoblin.
Were you here for that?
No.
Oh, thank God. It was one of the grossest things I've ever seen in my entire role playing career.
Matt actually roleplayed it.
Yeah, it was not good.
It was not great.
Not good. So yes, you managed to collect, we'll say, 2 vials of glowing liquid,
Thank you.
glowing mushroom juice.
Is
All
suddenly
right.
concerned about our friend Leo and what the glowing orb may have possibly done to him since last we saw. Visible confusion on an owl face, with
I mean, it does kind of look like the glowing orb, actually, by the time you're done. Just made of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. All right. What next?
North
Friends? North door.
door. Investigate. Any traps? Is it locked?
Stand by. I'm moving everybody.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
we're moving on up.
And then I'm moving all the stuff for the stream. La 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 la. There we go.
Mark?
Yes.
We're just shy of 8:30.
Yeah. So this is probably actually a good place to take our break. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll be back in 20 minutes.
Harry Wong and his assistant Mary Nelson, and that is
Our computers indicate that whatever caused it came from somewhere in the Pacific.
We'll start searching that area immediately.
Did you know that you can subscribe to the channel for free if you have Amazon Prime? It's true. All you have to do is sign into your Amazon account, and then go to gaming.amazon.com. On the left side of the screen, under your name, it will ask you to link your Twitch account. Once that's done, just head over to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/gamersledge. You'll have an option to subscribe using your Twitch Prime. It costs you nothing, but helps support the channel. There is one catch: it runs out in 30 days, so make sure you come back and click the subscribe button again next month if you want to continue supporting great shows like this one. Thanks for helping. Be excellent to each other. And game on.
There's new items in the merch store. Head to bit.ly/gamersledge-merch. That's all one word, Gamers, Ledge, Merch, to check out the newest, latest and greatest gifts like mugs, t-shirts, mousepads, stickers and more. Show some love for the show creators. They get a cut from each item sold, whether it is a Notice Me Senpai DM t-shirt, or a mug that helps you clarify when a point needs to be made in conversation. There's still a few minutes left in the break. You've got time? We will be here when you get back. Visit bit.ly/gamersledge-merch. Be excellent to each other and merch. I mean, game on.
Ooh.
And welcome back, everybody. Before we left for the break, the group had managed to liberate all of the goblins from the lower level. They had taken care of Durnn and sent him back up to be dealt with by the new current goblin chief. They had managed to clear out a couple more passages below, and then were getting ready to blaze their trail northward. And with that, we will go back to the map, although it looks like we are missing a couple people. Let's see here. There we go. So, Itali and Methalus, you are at the front. I believe, Methalus, you rolled investigation right before we left to search the door, if I am correct?
Sure.
All right. You do not hear anything or see any traps.
Uh-huh. Crack and peek.
Okay. As you do, this is what you see.
Doesn't seem to be anybody in here.
It's pretty much the same type of room as to the south.
All right, well, I'll leave my head back out. There's nobody in here.
Well, let's go take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jack, well, go ahead.
I'm just going to move everybody up for simplicity's sake. Hold on. I need a little bit more space. There we go. And then I need to pull that map down. There we go. And then I need to pull that map down for the stream. So this is a Tetris piece shaped room. But it's pretty much nondescript, exactly like the last room. Nothing to speak other than a wheelbarrow up here. A door to the east and a door to the north.
All right, might as well grab the door to the east first.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Getting there.
Okay, and then roll me perception. Okay. Stand by one. I just need to check something. You smell the same kind of rot from the other humid rooms that you were in. Are you going to crack and peek?
Let them know that I'm pretty sure it's just more of the same mushroom rooms.
And to be fair, with a 12 perception, you did not find any traps on the door.
Yeah, I think it's just another farmer. Hey guys, I think we got another farming room here for mushrooms and fungus.
Is there anybody in there?
I haven't opened the door to look.
Okay.
If you'd like to check, you're more than welcome to.
Well, I'll back you up.
Yeah, go ahead and open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and for a split second, if you see me pinging,
yep,
this one looks right at you, but then goes back to hoeing.
There was nothing where you're pinging, though. I see there's one thing in the room, but I don't know if you've got more than one.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. I don't know why you're not seeing them.
Yeah, if I could show you my screen, there's only
Some-
the one in the center.
Some folks have problems seeing tokens that are moving.
Yeah. I got that. So in that case, you see 3 skeletons. Here, here, and here, and they're all tending.
Then what's that one token in the center then?
That is one of the
Goblins?
twig blights.
Oh.
And it has not seen you yet either.
Yeah, I'm stepping back out then. Shut the door. Tell them it's a twig blight and 3 skeletons like we saw before. Not an actual goblin, but they're tending the gardens again.
Does this door open towards us or into
into the room?
And does it have a handle?
Yes.
Here, help me move this, and I'll start to like carefully and relatively quietly try to pull up the table.
Okay, make me a strength check. And who's helping you? Actually, before you roll, hold on.
Yep.
I'll help.
Okay, so Tali's helping. So then you've got a choice. You can either both roll strength checks, or you can roll one, Zach, with advantage. Your choice.
What do you think, Tali?
Let us both roll strength check.
Okay.
Let's see. Do we just hit strength on the side?
Yep, you just hit strength.
I got a 15.
Okay.
That's a strength save, right?
No, not save. Yeah. Just click on the word strength in your character sheet.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are easily able to pick it up and carry it noiselessly down. I can't move it. I don't have a table. But
we're gonna set it down in front of the door, and then I'm going to have Quark tie a rope around the table and around the door handle.
Okay.
Thank you, Quark.
You're quite welcome.
Investigate the north door then?
okay, so I'm just going to put this in front of that so that I know that there's something there. Okay, and then on that door, investigation 14. Yep, you don't sense any traps.
Is it locked?
It is not.
All right, listen. See if we hear anything.
As you listen through the door, you don't hear anything, and you smell the rot again.
All right, well, crack and peek then.
Okay, when you crack and peek, this is what you see.
Is there anybody in here? Because I don't see any tokens.
Nope. No one in here.
Is this a door in the southwest corner there?
That is a door in the southwest corner.
Right, but I don't see any other doors or any other ways of.
That is correct.
Or egress. Okay. Open the door. Let them know that there's nobody in here. It's an empty room.
Okay.
Okay.
And then once you do that, once you open the door, everybody can see in. And there we go.
And I will investigate this door for traps when you get the opportunity.
There we go. Okay, go ahead. You listen very carefully, but you do not, you search it for traps. You do not find any.
Is it locked?
It is not.
All right, crack and peek.
There you go.
Got a hallway? Okay.
I'm moving you up.
All right, stealth up to that corner.
Up to which corner? Sorry.
It looks like this wall stops. Looks like it's kind of a hallway. Is it? It's 10 by, what, 20? 10 by 30?
So ping for me where you want to go. Exactly.
My ping doesn't seem, it's not working.
Is it on the arrow? Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why it keeps pinging me. I basically wanted to go to the corner.
Okay. Yeah,
Is there
you
anything in the north end of this room?
Not as far as you can tell, unless you
Not
want
like
to
a
go up
door
there.
or anything.
Nope. You get to there, and what you see, Mythilos, is something odd on the floor. There's a dark stone set on the floor. And that's all you can see from there.
There's no movement or anything else in the room, though.
Not at the moment, no.
You know, look around the corner.
Sure you can. When you get to about there, basically... Copy, whisper. Here's what you see. Sending it to you in a whisper. There you go.
Alright, this is going to take somebody with more magic knowledge than me. I will go back and relay that nobody's in here, but there is a large dragon carved from granite blocks.
Okay.
There's dragon carved granite blocks that line the chamber's walls and ceilings, though many are crumbled and broken, leaving stony debris on the floor. A huge marble statue of a rearing gold dragon stands in the curve of the western wall. The eye sockets of the dragon are empty, but a red glow lingers there, providing gold reddish light throughout the chamber. The radiance casts an inky shadow behind the statue's wide wings. A 5-foot diameter circular tile of dark stone is set in the floor in front of the dragon statue. Runes are carved around the circular tile's inner edge. But there, if you guys want to give me a few minutes, I can do detect magic ritual. Or if somebody else just wants to cast it.
Maybe the wizard should. I mean, is there anybody else there?
No, there's just the statue, the dragon carved granite blocks along the walls, and then of course what seems to be some kind of magical stone or a 5-foot diameter circular tile of dark stone is set in the floor in front of the dragon statue, with runes carved around the circular tile's inner edge.
Okay. Well, what if you check it for traps, and if there's no trap, then the wizard join you?
Well, what if I check it for magic? That way, if there's a magical trap, I don't step on it.
That too. I mean, it's your leg.
There's that. I think I'll Leo, unless you want to cast actual detect magic.
Yeah, I'll come over if you can cover me while I cast this. I would appreciate it, actually.
Yep, I will stand guard.
Okay, so Leo's going. What are the rest of you doing?
Zach is at the edge.
Zach is at the edge. Caleb, where are you?
I'm gonna join Zach, wherever he is.
Hold on, Itali. Caleb, where are you? What are you doing here?
I'll be near our watchers over here.
Okay. And torch down here. Okay, so this here. There we go. Okay. So Itali, now that you see how they're stacked up, where do you want to be?
I will go ahead and move right here.
And Quark keeping the rear?
Yep.
Okay, so if you would please explain exactly what you're going to do.
Understanding that we've got about 30 feet on a detect magic, I'm going to try to keep as much reasonable distance as I can. We're still trying to get the rear end of the chamber. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move to about here.
Okay. So that's... Got it on the first try. All right, so it's about there.
And Zek will be behind him by about 10 feet.
Okay.
Hoping to pull him out if something goes bad.
Okay. And then give me 1 second. I would like you to roll me a D100, please.
And that will be who it targets.
So the granite blocks are carved, have dragon carvings on them, or they were carved by dragons?
No, dragon carvings on them.
66.
66. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so you walk up and you're going to cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, Detect Magic is what I'll open with.
Okay.
First, before I do that, I'm going to point to the runes and say, does anybody recognize these runes before I get into this?
Can I Arcana that?
Stand by.
Or myself.
Do you read Draconic?
I do not.
Okay. Do you read Draconic Mythalos?
Wait, I can.
I do not read Draconic, no.
Okay. Are you moving into the area, Itali? To go read
You
the
know
runes?
what? Sure, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll just move right here.
When we've come across it before, wasn't Caleb able to understand it?
That is true.
Yes, I can read Draconic.
So, either one of you, you're going to go up to it to read Draconic then? The
Sure.
runes? Okay. Go ahead and move yourself where you want to be. Okay, make me a perception check if you would.
Nope.
Okay.
I
Nope,
see
that's-
nothing.
That's perfect. You can, and then actually make me a die 100, please. Okay,
A door right beside me?
that is a door right beside you, but it is at this point that I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
My God.
What'd you get?
Natural 1.
Natural 1 for a total of
2.
2. Awesome.
Okay, I rolled a natural 2, so I feel ya.
I rolled a natural 3. Okay.
So, Quark, it is your action.
I don't know why I'm all initialized. Guess I'll step more further into the room, about here.
Okay.
I'm frantically looking around, trying to figure out why I feel like I'm about to be thrust into battle. Do a perception check while in battle?
Sure, you can do a perception check. Ha. So stand by one. There you go. I just whispered.
Okay. I'll say I think there's something behind the statue. I have one more movement, so I'll kind of shimmy down here.
By the way, just FYI, you got one other thing out of that, so give me 1 second.
Okay.
While you are concentrating on that, on the back wall, you do notice that there is, in the wall at the very back, it looks like one of the blocks or stones is loose and not set properly.
Okay. I'm going to shoot the block.
Okay.
I attack the darkness.
You hit the block, it kind of like one side goes further in, and the other side comes further out.
No other effect?
No other effect.
All right. I'm pretty sure there's something back there, and there's a loose stone. I hit it, but it just wiggled around a bit. I don't know what else may be going on with that. And I end my turn.
Okay. Next up then is Methelus with Caleb on deck.
Right. I'm gonna open the door beside me.
Okay.
Or, I mean, is it locked?
It is not locked.
So there's something wrong with the block. What do I have for freaking spells? Can I cast light at that corner, wherever the block that he, instead of opening the door, forget that. Can I cast light in that corner? Or is it
You can. You can. Give me 1 second. I need to reread the description for this room. Because the radiance casts an inky shadow. So I'm gonna.
Light is touch.
Oh, yeah. You would have to touch wherever you wanted to illuminate.
Oh, light is touch?
Yes.
Just cast it at
However, somebody does have a uranium ball.
That is true. There is a uranium ball. But also, upon your thought here, your thought process, this looks to be some kind of magic shadow behind this, and light probably, if light's not getting back there now, you guys are kind of, you have torches, and it's a fully lit room, so there's that.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to go ahead and step back to the corner.
Okay. Are you going to attempt to hide?
Yes. Stealthy.
Okay. Roll stealth for me.
Get to it. 1 moment, please.
You feel pretty stealthy. Caleb, you're up.
I'm going to read the Draconic inscription. What does it say?
It says... Scrolling. The runes on the tile's inner edge read in Draconic, "Let the sorceress power illuminate my spirit."
Okay. Can I step into that square then? The map won't let me put myself there.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of bigger than one square, but yes, you step into it and nothing happens.
I will say the phrase out loud then.
And what are you saying?
I'll read it out loud then. The inscription, "Let the sorcerer's power illuminate my soul."
And as he says it, I need to check exactly what happens here. A puff of strange spectral flame envelops you. And you have advantage on charisma checks for 24 hours.
Nice.
Also, Caleb, you don't have any actions left for this turn, but I'm whispering you something. There you go.
All right.
Zek, you're up.
Zek is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what do I see?
Can you see it?
Yes, ish.
Okay. Yes, ish. That is what you see. Let me...
It's a dark blue.
Yeah. Stand by.
You always have to be so secretive. You could just tell me what I see.
I could. There you go.
RPG.
That is a good response.
And he's going to punch the darkness.
Okay.
20.
That hits.
For 8.
So you hit it, but as your fist punches into it, it is not fully solid and does not seem to be doing as much damage as you would expect it to do.
It's a shadow. A living shadow. It's a shadow. And then.
And Itali.
So Zek said it's a shadow, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move right here. Well, I can move further than that. 1, 2, 3. Let's go right here, and I'm gonna cast light.
Again, did you not hear that conversation earlier? Light's a touch spell, so you have to be able. You have to go wherever you're going to.
Or can you cast it on a coin that you're touching and throw the coin?
Right.
Cast it on a weapon that you're touching.
So I have to see it then.
You have to touch it. You have to be able to touch it to make it light.
Dang. Well, guess I'm gonna do what Zek did, and well, I already moved once. I can't move an attack.
No, you can move your full movement.
Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will attempt to swing at the shadow. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
That's fine. Do so.
All right. Let's see. Characters. Attacking with the rapier.
That you attempt to slice, and it just seems to go right through it.
Just like it would with a shadow. All right, that's that's it. That's what I can do.
Okay. Let me look one thing here. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. So, Itali, it kind of seems to move closer towards you, and it reaches out, and tendrils of shadow come off to the front of it and attempt to wrap around you. Oh, and never mind. It's a miss. So
Okay.
you're able to dodge out of the way.
Okay, cool.
Leo.
Yikes.
Say, I know exactly what to do here, and I'm going to use my bonus action to take the mage hand that I've been maintaining this whole time, and I'm going to just have it go up and just huck the brightness ball at the shadow.
Okay.
Bright slime ball.
Yes, a bright slime.
Make me a attack roll. Use your magic modifier.
Okay. 9.
A 9? You're just trying to throw it back there. That works. I'll just do this. Stand by one. You know, I had to actually fix this lighting to make this shadow. There we go. Can everybody see back there now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you huck it back there. I'm just gonna. I don't have a nuclear mushroom ball in my assets, so we'll just pretend that there's one back there lighting up everything. Here, there you go. That's what it looks like, anyways.
Perfect.
So, yep, and that's your bonus action.
Right. I'll move a couple of squares to the northwest, and then I will shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay.
15.
The red dot appears on something solid within the massive shadow, and it hits.
5.
Again, it alights for just a second, and then the smoke kind of chokes it out. So you thought it would do more damage than that, but it doesn't quite. Okay. And anything else on your turn? I think that's everything. Cork, you're up.
Okay, so now that we know that there's a shadowy beastie there, yeah, I shoot things with pointy sticks. I don't know that that's going to be much help here, but
I feel you on that one.
But I'm going to actually get into what might be a feasible range and try anyway, because, why not?
So I will say okay, it doesn't matter. You hit. I was going to say it has cover from where you're at there because of the giant statue, so you should move farther to the left. But with a 25, you hit anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I curved the arrow around.
Yeah. You see the arrow go through the shadow, and it slows down for a moment, and then comes out the other side and clanks off the wall. It seems like it did something, but not what you were expecting. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Mythos. Caleb, you're on deck.
Can I shoot it from here?
It will have cover, so like +5 to its AC. Unless you move closer.
No, somebody's within 5 feet of it, right?
Yes.
All right, I get advantage. So I will shoot.
16 just misses.
That's all right.
And the bolt nicks off the side of the statue.
All right, that's me.
Okay. Caleb and Zek, you're on deck.
All right. I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to do fire remote as well.
Okay.
I know that'll make
Nope, that hits.
hits.
Yep. And again, it goes to a light, and it seems like through sheer will, the smoke swirls and douses the flames. And you hear, like, you can kind of see it rear back, and it roars, but there's no sound. It's just like a... Zek, you're up.
So Zek is going to move to where yeah.
Yeah.
And he will attempt again to punch a shadow. A 2 plus 7, so that's a not hit.
That doesn't hit.
As a bonus action, he will try with his other fist. 17 plus 7.
That does hit.
24. And then 8 damage. As he swings through with one, completely misses, and thinks he feels something a little bit more consistent, so follows up and feels it still passes through, but it's a shadow.
And as you pass through, the shadow unfurls and is gone.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? He's checking behind the Tali and checking all of the shadows that are flickering off of that torchlight and off of the goo ball that is now, I'm guessing, all over him as well.
Well, there's not really goo so much as it was just smoke, shadow.
Okay.
And as you watch for a tense few seconds, draw in a minute, nothing.
Okay.
Do smoky shadow beings leave loot?
This one doesn't seem to have.
Other than a loose brick in the wall next to Zekusu that quark shot.
Do we have a need for a brick? I mean...
I was say that was entertaining, and I'm going to go back to where I was standing and just take cross-legged and start casting.
You know, I'll pull out that loose brick.
When you pull out the loose brick,
Mm-hmm.
you find that it's actually a stash, and there is 34 gold and 2 flasks of alchemist fire.
Wow.
See.
I will go ahead and give the gold to Zek.
Okay.
And does anybody need? I'll take one of the alchemist fire for myself. And if anybody wants one, let me know. If anybody wants the other one.
Is alchemist fire like white phosphorus or something?
It's like a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, it's basically a Molotov cocktail.
No. Okay.
No? Then I will take it.
I'm actually sending you the... By the way, you should be able... Do you guys have the I button for the compendium at the top now?
I do see it. Yeah.
Okay. Type in alchemist in there.
Alchemist. I only know how to spell due to Full Metal Alchemist.
And then do you see under items alchemist fire?
Alchemist. Yep, I see it.
So if you click that, it'll give you the stats for it, so you know what it does. Cool. And you guys have access to the entire compendium now. I figured out how to do that. That's why it wasn't showing when people were connecting before. So yeah. So it does 1d4 fire damage.
Cool.
And you can throw it up to 60 feet. And
I'm gonna keep the brick too.
Leo, you were casting detect magic, right?
Yeah, as a ritual.
Yeah. So 1 second.
And Zek is going to hand out 5 gold to everyone.
Cool.
So you detect that the tile and the statue give off an aura of transmutation. And Caleb is now glowing in that as well. Probably because of the spectral flame that is constantly engulfing his body. It sheds no light, but it kind of looks like he's on fire. On blue fire. Or if you prefer, he's charging up like Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
You're on mute.
Knowing that the dragon has some type of transmutation magic, I'd like to go up and inspect it and see if I can glean any insight.
I could also just tell him what I did for this to happen.
Yep, you totally can.
I stood in the circle and said those words, which are, "Let the sorcerer's power flow through my soul," or something along those lines, if I remember correctly. Eric doesn't. Caleb would, because he just said them and got affected by it.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So it looks like this has a permanent enchantment on it. It looks like it could work again. However, it is currently dormant.
And it appears to me as though both the statue and the plinth, or the central area, are tied to the same enchantment, and
correct.
They wouldn't be two independent things.
Correct. It's tied to the same thing.
Okay. All right. Mystery solved there. Thanks, Caleb.
Yep. It seemed like it would be beneficial, so I stood in there and did it. So this hasn't hurt me. It did allow me to see that shadow better. Also.
So what now, gentlemen?
Crack and peek the door.
Okay. When you crack and peek the door, this is what you see.
Just like rubble and stuff?
Yeah, for the most part. Stand by one. There you go.
So that's all kind of disheveled and not really useful stuff.
Well, from first glance, yeah.
All right, well, I will cast light on an arrowhead and kind of check out the scrolls and books and stuff.
Okay,
See
make
if
me
there's anything useful.
make me a perception check.
Perception or investigation?
Perception.
Are you okay in there?
Yeah, there's nothing going on in here. It's basically just an old library, or there's
Library.
old
I'm gonna
bookshelves
sprint in.
where things have been torn apart and burned.
Leo. Oh, so basically, as you come in, it looks like there's leaning and fallen stone bookshelves that fill this chamber. Although there is a clear path connecting wooden doors on opposite walls. Torn and burnt pages, bindings, and scrolls from disordered piles all lie in the corner. Make me a perception check, Leo.
Why? This is the most important roll so far in this game for me. Probably. Why am I blanking out on perception? 2.
2. Yeah. No, I mean there's a lot of burnt pages and bindings and stuff. Yeah, both of you are poking through the rubble, and so far nothing.
What savages could have done this?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Probably goblins.
I want to take a closer look at the dragon statue just to make sure there aren't any more like super clear gems or anything hanging out at them.
That's fair. Make a perception check.
Yeah.
No other super clear gems that you can only see if you're at the right angle.
All right.
So am I
Guess I'll
finding
follow the rest of the
anything
crew
use?
then.
You do not find anything of use, either one of you so far.
None of the parchment seems of reasonable quality.
I mean, you could use it, but it's not right. It's burnt, etc. Itali, make me a perception check, and Cork, make me a perception check. Excuse me.
Perception.
You people, help me.
It's worse. I'm going to look very hard at one piece of ash.
Yeah.
There we go.
Why did you roll again?
That was the investigation. Since I,
Oh yeah, no, it's perception only. So
okay.
Yeah. Caleb, make me a perception check.
All right.
I gotta move the stream down. There we go.
Oh no.
And Zach, make me a perception check. And once you roll, I will remind you that you do have a. In fact, I will retroactively remind you, Matt, that you do have a card that you could use.
I'm gonna use it.
Okay. So flip it and then, or roll and then flip it, and we'll add them together.
Uh-oh, it disappeared.
No, it's all right. I see it. Flip card. Go ahead and roll. Perception.
I may not have needed it. 18 plus 2.
Plus a queen, which
Plus
is 10.
a queen, which
Yeah,
is 10.
30.
So 30. So with that, as everybody, Leo is like, why, God? Why did they destroy all this stuff? And Methelus is like digging through stuff now, two-handed, throwing stuff left and right, trying to find anything. You actually find a couple things.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Roll a... Roll me a D4.
D4. Okay. 4.
Okay, roll it again.
2.
Okay, so you find a spell scroll of Melf's Acid Arrow. And then roll it again.
That's 3.
You find a dragon scale bound tome It's very ornate, and it's. Do you read Draconic?
No, but it's okay. This is a drawing book.
Yes. Yeah. It looks very ornate and very beautiful, but you can't understand anything inside of it.
As they're digging through and throwing fists at the sky, Zek is going to move through to the other side. And as he's kind of curling around to watch them, because he's never had a lot of use for documents like this, he has one book, and it's a religious text in a language he doesn't understand. He will kind of curl his body around himself, and as he's doing so, there's a lump, and he digs the lump out and goes, "Oh, hey, cool. It has skin like mine. Is this empty?" And he's shaking a scroll tube, and he's saying this out loud.
And then
What
Matt,
have you found?
I'm still giving you the opportunity to retroactively add your card if you want to.
No.
So, okay. Yeah. Is anyone responding to Zek?
What have you found?
I'm not entirely sure. It's a. Can he tell? Hold on.
I'm trying to
It's a bunch of scribblings in here.
Trying to
He did not roll
scramble
high
across the
enough
room,
to recognize Draconic, even though he's seen it 3 times in the last 2 days. And he hands it out to Leonardo, who's rushing over it. And this, and I'm afraid to read it. I was told once about a guy who read a scroll and burned to death.
I'll take a look at both of these, and I start looking at the Draconic tome first. Now he had opened it and couldn't recognize anything in it, right? So I'm going to open it and also fail to recognize anything in it, and say, unfortunately, Caleb, I think this is better served to you, and I will hand it over to Caleb.
Okay.
And then I'll open the scroll tube and inspect the spell.
Yep.
And it was
a scroll of Melf's acid arrow.
And that doesn't need to be applied to an arrow, right?
It does not. It creates its own. Yeah.
And I say, without objection, I'm going to hold on to this.
Is it useful?
It can be in the right circumstances.
Oh,
yes.
Good.
And Caleb, as you start looking at the book, it is a dragon scale bound tome of dragon lore. And you don't know why, but 150 gold pops into your head as what you think it'd be worth.
It's an expensive book.
And then because I am a kind and generous DM, Leo and Mythalos make me one more perception check.
7.
Oh, man. All right. Well,
I thought those were supposed to be your lucky dice.
Seems not.
Alright, well, is
Yeah.
this door locked on the north?
yeah, there's definitely nothing else in this room that you can find. The door is not locked at all.
We'll check for traps just in case.
A good idea, always. Yeah, there does not seem to be any traps.
And do I hear anything outside?
You do not.
Outside of the door.
You do not.
Alright, crack and peek.
And as you do, this is what you see. And I need to fix you guys. Stand by. Just in preparation. Okay. So that's what you see. And well, as you crack the door.
Lean my head back, let him know. Looks like we're going downstairs.
So that is what the bugbear had said. Quiet, right?
Yeah, there's a flight of stairs heading down, so.
All right, let's go.
Here we are on the right course.
So, what's the marching order down the stairs?
I'll go first. Let me.
I'll go
stealth
second.
ahead. Let me stealth ahead for a second so I can.
Kimitha's, Vitali.
I'll bring up the rear, guard in the rear.
Okay. Zach, and then Leo, and go. You want to be in the back, Zach?
No.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
I find it. I find it interesting that all of our not melee fighters want to go first down the stairwell, but that's all good.
All right. Just for
say, hold on a second, guys. Let me stealth down here and make sure we don't walk into anything.
Yep. So you stealth and there you go. That's what you see.
All right. I'm gonna go up to that corner. Take a look around.
That's what you can see.
Do I hear anything?
Make me a perception check.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. I will continue to stealthily. All right. Go back to the stairs and let them know it's clear down to the base of the stairs.
So you're going back with everybody else?
Yeah, I'll just head back to the stairs and let them know that there's nothing till the base of the stairs at least.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move you all over there. You may have to move your screen because it's farther to the right.
Yep.
So you guys come up the base of the stairs, and I gotta fix the stream. Oh, and we can kill the turn order. Kill. Okay. So you come up
tell them to hold on. I'll go ahead and stealth through the dark down the hall.
Okay.
Dang, how long is this hallway?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Looks like there's just a couple of doors.
Did you just say it was Tunbridge Chief? Okay.
Make me another stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You feel pretty confident about being stealthy?
Stop and listen at this first door on the east side, on the east wall.
Okay. You stop and listen on the east wall. Make me a perception check. You do not hear anything on the other side.
Go down to the next one and listen as well.
You do not hear anything on the other side.
Average and stupid. Alright, I will head back up to the party. Let them know that I didn't hear or see anything. There's two doors and I didn't hear anything from behind them on the east wall, far down the hallway.
All right, let's start heading that way then.
Okay. Again, we're going to keep the same marching order.
I think Zek can go up front, can he?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm actually pretty hard to hit, so I will follow Zek.
Okay, so
I'll follow behind.
Okay. So Itali and then Caleb and Leo and Quark and Stream behind them. And the torch goes with Zach. That way that'll work. All right, so then I can move you all as a group. You make your way down this very narrow and dark passage, eventually coming to the first door. It's a minute or two before you get to it. But not far to the south, you can see the second door as well. And it looks like the tunnel just ends beyond that.
Okay. You want me to check for traps?
Yeah, Zek is going to have Nicholas check the traps at this one, and then he's going to move to the next one and do a perception check.
Okay.
Any traps?
Stand by one. 1 second. One second. There are no traps on the door.
All right. And I didn't hear anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and crack a peek.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think I heard anything.
Stand by 1 second.
It's just a bench along the walls with a table and a chair.
Hold on.
Where the Sunless Citadel's accountant that used to live.
Right.
There you go.
I'll lean back out and be like, Leo, you may want to come in.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Give
There's
like a
nobody
little.
in here, right?
Yeah, there's nobody in there.
Okay. I was making sure.
So
Yeah, you may want to come in here, and then there's a mind flayer.
Yeah.
Mind vibes and missiles.
So it's a soil floor, like there's soil on the floor. But there's wooden shelves filled with scattering of tomes and scrolls lining the north and east wall. A rough-hewn desk stands in the center of the chamber, and the fungus on the ceiling is providing light. And you can't see any of it, so give me 1 second.
Provides enough light, apparently in sufficient quantity to nourish several small bushes and pale saplings that grow in the soil.
That is correct. There we go. And where's the torch? Torch is here. We put this in the doorway so that people can see both. There we go.
Nicholas, I could kiss you, and I'm going to immediately turn and start looking through as much of it as possible.
I thought you were going to say you were going to turn and kiss him. So
Yeah, I did too.
all right, fair play. Yeah. So
Preferable that he does it.
go ahead and make.
I will also search.
Stand by. Okay. Make me a perception check.
Oh, don't screw me. Oh, 19.
Okay. So give me 1 second. Okay. Make roll a die 4.
2.
Okay. You find amongst some of the writings a spell scroll of protection from poison. And Caleb, you entered, so make me a perception check as well, please.
All right.
Is anybody else entering that room?
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and enter
say we could use some help searching in here.
and roll perception.
Yes, please.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
you can come
Ooh,
back to
that's
it,
bad.
but I rolled a 17 for perception at the door.
Yeah, you do not hear anything.
Okay, and then I'll go in here as well.
Okay. Roll me perception.
That was
if you
for
would.
in.
Yep.
That was for in the room.
Yep, I got you.
14.
Okay. So, it is at this point, let's see, Caleb did not find anything. Quark, roll me a d4, please.
D4.
Okay. You find a spell scroll of Entangle.
Well, which of you wonderful spellcastery people would like this?
See, what's convenient about these scrolls that we're finding here is that we can take
Put
them
in our books.
and we can copy them into our books before using them. If we get into a real pinch, we can use them once, but if we can manage to get out of here alive and get to a town that has enough parchment and ink for us to actually capture these, then everybody that has an arcane understanding from writings can learn these. So
Preferable.
I'll hold on to it.
Leo, I don't know what you just said, but here.
Mytholas can also use those.
Thank you, Quark. Thank you. Yes, we will be sharing in these, Mytholas.
So you do find amongst the books, it's a lot of seasonal records of growth for like the last 10 years, precipitation, harvests, similar notes for the surrounding lands for the last, 12 years, dozen years. One interesting tome is titled in Draconic, and you can't read what it is, but it looks very interesting. Leo.
It's pointed out to me. I will definitely.
Did I find it?
You found it.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up and say, Caleb, I'm in need of your expertise once again.
It is the name on the spine is Treasures of the Fire Lords, written in Draconic.
I will read that aloud.
Does it have maps and stuff?
As I'll, I guess, kind of thumb through the book.
Okay.
What are we looking at?
So, tell me exactly what you're doing, if you would, please.
I'll start at the beginning and just kind of page through it a little bit. I'm not.
Okay, so the first page is blank.
All right.
I think he said he's paging through it.
I think he's
Nope.
doing like a flip. Sorry.
Okay. Let's see. Where are you? You're there. I need everybody in the room to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Goody.
11.
I rolled a 1. I have a +7. But
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
So, anyone 12 or less.
Me.
As Caleb flips to the second page of the book, a blue explosion of frost hits everyone in the room. If you were 12 or less, you take 16 cold damage. If you were less, you take half. I mean, if you were above it, you take half.
Wait, if you were what?
If you are above 12,
13 or more.
then you take half. You take 8 damage instead.
Okay, then I'm dead then. I only have 15 HP.
So you're down. You're not dead.
Zek's
Oh,
down
okay.
too.
Yep.
Zek and Italia. At least.
Ouch.
That sucked.
As I fall down, I'll just say, "Don't loot my body."
I'm going to immediately seeing this happen and being quite chilled myself, but having casted mage armor. Wait, does this count as a Would I be able to react with shield on this? No, I wouldn't.
It's a saving throw, not an attack. Yeah.
I'm going to move to try to stabilize Zach.
Okay. Make me a medicine check.
Somebody get a tally. 21.
Oh, he's good. He is stable. He is stable. Quark bends down and stabilizes a tally.
All right. So how many hit points do I get back?
None.
0?
You are still unconscious, but you are not dying. You do not need to make saving death throw, or I don't need to make death throws for you.
Okay.
By the way, the book is pretty much destroyed, but nothing else in the room is. Nothing else was affected.
It's a trap.
That one was, yeah.
Methalis, can I ask you to check through whatever that door is on the south of this room, and let's ensure that we're secure, and maybe we need to bar ourselves in here and
Gonna need to take a rest.
set up some defenses.
Yeah, so investigate the southern door. The traps and blah, blah, blah. I'm getting to investigation, I know. And
No traps.
see if I hear anything on the outside.
So you hold your head to the door for a good solid minute and a half. It sounds like far away you hear skittering, but it's gone as soon as you hear it, and you don't hear anything further.
Skittering kind of like giant rats running on a stone floor.
Hard to say.
Okay. Crack and peek.
That's what you see.
Looks like we've just got a... Oh, it's the bushes.
In the meantime, I'm going to be clearing the room, or trying to clear the room so we can set up the hat of house for our injured to recover in.
Okay.
Before we settle in, why don't I cure wounds?
That could be a good idea.
If it's a short rest, we could also use hit dice. So it may help us to save your spell. Oop. And use it. Awesome.
Who'd you use it on?
Whoever's closest to me.
Itali.
Itali.
All right. And
Itali, you wake up, your eyes flutter open. Don't remember what happened, but you're on the ground now.
And then Zach.
Are you spending your spell point to get that back? Get that slot back?
No.
Do you have 3?
I have 3.
Oh, all right. Cool. I thought you had 2.
If I'm gonna cast anything more, I gotta
Yeah, no, cool. I thought you had 2, so that's perfect.
Thank you.
Are these
Thank
the
you.
twig blights? Those bushes that I see?
What's that?
Are those the twig blights or whatever they're called? The bushes out there?
No, those look like bushes.
Just plain old bushes.
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
And I'm assuming there's soil as a floor in here.
Yes.
And then that's rubble.
Rubble.
Right. This doesn't go outside, does it? It looks like a big area.
It does.
Which direction did the store spin?
Outward.
Okay.
As in south.
Yeah.
Opens to the south.
I want to stealth up to that first bush just to see if I can see there's anything in here.
You feel pretty stealthy. What do you?
The TV's going to shut off.
Oh, it's going to shut off. Thank you.
Yeah.
Easy to fix. So yeah, you stealth up to that first bush. That's what you see.
Seeing him go in, I'm going to move to the doorway to try to provide him cover in case something's happening on the other side of that door.
It looks like I see at least one enemy or one something. Other than that, there's not much other than these bushes. What is this bush? Is this just like a bush? I mean, obviously it grows in the dark though, so.
Well, it's not entirely dark in here. They're like pale, spindly briars that press close, casting twisted shadows on the earth floor in the violet light, because you're, again, the violet phosphorescent glow is available here as kind of a natural light source.
Well, do I need to continue to roll stealth checks to go further in, or how do you want to do this? Like, I don't know if I'm just move quietly through a room or
stand by one. I need to check something. Really? Okay. Stand by one. Okay, yeah, you can keep moving in.
then I will head. What is that on the? Why can't I ping?
Are you on the arrow that says select move?
On the arrow that says select move.
Yeah, the bar on the left side of the screen, the top one is an arrow. If you choose select move, then you should be able to move where you want and click and hold down and it'll ping.
I don't know why it pinged over there.
I pinged it. I pinged.
Yeah, no, I've got it on select move. I don't
Okay.
have pan view or just. I don't know. It's not doing it this week. Should probably reload. Can I see that tile over there? That this. All right, I'm not moving there, but
Yep.
this is what I'm trying to look at.
Yep. I mean, from where you are, you can see that there's something skittering over there.
But it doesn't look like a goblin or.
Doesn't, just not as far as you can tell, no.
And that's the only thing I see, right? From where I'm at.
Yeah, I believe so.
Kind of move over to this side.
Yep.
Don't really see anything else.
Nope, you got a better view of the original one.
And can I tell what it is yet?
It looks like one of the twig blights.
Okay. I am going to head back.
Okay. Oh, I put you in there, but you can't see because you don't have dark vision.
Correct, which is why I kept looking over my shoulder to try to see if I could even still see him.
Sorry.
No.
I'm not sure where the torch got put. There it is.
All right, well, I will explain that it appears it's a large room with several bushes, and I noted at least 3 twig blights. Other than that, doesn't seem to be any other dangers, but again, that's all I saw from a quick inspection. I believe we should be safe here if we can bar the door or wedge something in front of it if we need to stop for a short or long rest.
What kind of handle is on the door?
They are. like most of the other doors down here, they're kind of a latch mechanism where you push down on one side and it pulls up on the other, and then disengages and allows you to swing open or closed.
Can I manage to lock these doors?
You would probably have to tie them closed.
Is the table of the right height that it would block the handle from moving?
Make me a die 100 check. High yes, low no. I leave it in your fate. Yes, it will work.
All right, let's wedge the table under the handle and or over it, whichever way it needs to go to
Yep.
block
And
the
then
handle from working.
you could probably do the same thing with the chair by propping it on the other side if you so desired.
Sounds like a plan.
Before we bar that door, I'm going to go out into the hall and down before the next doorway, right? Because there's another doorway just a little bit down.
Yep.
And I'm going to tie a string across the hallway there and cast alarm as a ritual.
Yep.
Come back in and set it to a mental ping rather than an audible one.
Okay. Perfect.
That doorway actually just goes into the big room beside us.
Better safe than sorry.
Okay. So, you bar the doors. The alarms have been set. Itali has the hat.
Yes, I will take it off and whisper in a really soft voice since I'm still kind of weak in hospitality, and it'll start expanding.
It begins to grow. And that is where we are going to leave off for this week. We'll pick up, we'll see how the rest goes at the beginning of next week as you delve further into the below. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, if you'd like to support us, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button on our Twitch to become one of our rock stars. You can also make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload new content on YouTube every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. And last but not least, you can head to our Patreon page at patreon.com/gamersledge, where you can get your name on every single show that we do for as little as $1 a month, just like the fine folks scrolling across my screen right here, our Patreon and Twitch producers. For Eric, for JR, for Lou, for Daniel, Matt, and myself, and Sean and myself, thanks for watching, and until next time, game on.
Game on.
Game on.
Woohoo.
I need you closer than ever, ever than before. My life is wasted if I can't spend it all with you. I've lived in total darkness, now you're my only light. When you're away, I feel like a shadow in the night. Hold me, and look into my eyes. You'll be staying always by my side. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me. I'll never let you go.
You're watching HMN.